Well, this is the morning where I walk over the Devil's Staircase, which sounds really scary, but we'll see. Would you like me to pan a little bit? Let me pan a little bit. And yeah, that's Glencoe. That's Glencoe looking pretty stunning all the way around. So I just camped out down there, and then now we're walking about 4 k's to the side of the Devil's Staircase. So yeah, it's a really rainy, not rainy day again, which is pretty common here. But no, should be really good conditions for walking. It's freezing, but once you start walking and warm up, that's all good to go. Coming to the end of day 5 at Kinlochleven, and I'm deciding whether I take a bit of a rest afternoon and just finish with the day tomorrow, which is probably a good idea, or if I go a bit further past, which is also an option. But I got flea bitten somewhere along the way, and I'm absolutely covered in bites, so I think I'm going to find a pharmacy, get some creams and some antihistamines, and treat myself just to some relaxing somewhere. Gotta find somewhere to stay. I might also go to a campsite, have a shower, and that might be a fitting way to end. But yeah, not so glamorous at this end of the trip. You'll probably find that the tone of voice is a little bit different. The willingness to grab the camera out changes over time. Yeah, it's hard to know what to say really. It's been amazing, and today was tough. The Devil's Staircase off my five-day walking knees weren't loving life, but it's still stunning. We're now coming over to Kinlochleven, which I'll give you a little view. There's a dam up there. Power scheme comes down. And the track comes up over the hill. and down into town. This is the power station, pretty big, goes all the way down there. It's dinner time and I'm back to microwaving pizza. That should be pretty fun, but I found these custard filled donuts. That's a pretty delectable delicacy. And beers are way cheaper at the supermarket, so I wish I got a beer. But why not? We'll have this lovely fine ale. And it should be a lovely evening, just chilling, eating pepperoni pizza and donuts. Well, we've reached the last day of the big walk, so heading over to Fort William from Kinlochleven. Really good night's sleep actually. I'm so glad I forked out for somewhere proper, because I would have been shattered. Not a big day today. Ooh. A little distracted there. Yeah, not a big day today, but some pretty stunning things. I think I got a big start. Then hopefully walking around and catching a glimpse of Ben Nevis, which I will not be walking up. If I do, then I'm very easily led. Yeah, I'd do an Uber right now. What happens on the way stays on the way or something? So I've come all the way down 6 days, and now I'm really hoping that it is just this gravel path, because I've hurt my foot quite bad. Looks like my Achilles is gone, but I'm just walking slowly to manage it. Typical kind of last day thing. Now it could be because I've been pushing myself too hard for too long, which means wasn't a wise choice, but it was just a hyperextension on a rock, which could have happened on day one, really. Just met the loveliest people that are giving out little bracelets to everyone and bringing a bit of cheer, and That's pretty cool. Hey, Ben Nevis is a little bit there. It's in the clouds though. Silly Ben Nevis. So yeah, day 6 nearly there, probably about an hour to the end. I'm just going to take it easy downhill because this Achilles is like a flame in my leg. It's strange because then I did a little uphill section. It seems to have kind of, I won't say snap back into place, that's a bad choice of words, but it's more comfortable now. But just got to take it very easy. Anyway, hopefully shortly you'll have footage of me hugging a statue at the end of the Highland Way. You can see the white steam on the left of the screen is the Jacobite steam train that's just gone over the Glencoe viaduct back before. Harry Potter country. We're looking out over Fort William. Someone's popping up the nice music.
Here do you see the silver line? That's the finish line. Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll just go down here. It's not
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, hello there. As you can probably tell from the scenery that I'm walking through right now, we are no longer in Scotland, Papa Smurf. Back in New Zealand, back on my first hike since the West Highland Way, in the beautiful Kaimai Ranges just outside of Tauranga in Auckland, on the road between there. I'm on a school trip, so I'm surrounded by kids again, and it's quite different than the isolation of a solo West Highland Way 6-day walk. Today I get a little bit of me time because we've got some kids joining us, and I've drawn the short straw to go grab them. To be fair, it wasn't a particularly short straw, I was quite keen to go. Yeah, so I realised when editing the last couple of days of the West Highland Way walk, this is what you're currently watching, that I didn't really stop and say anything. Partly because I was quite focused on just finishing by that stage. Maybe I'd said a whole bunch of things in the days leading up to it, so there wasn't much left to say. But also, I was really sore, I was injured, I was feeling that it was a grueling experience at that stage. I wasn't inclined to grab the camera out in a hurry, to be honest. But there are some thoughts that I have. I'll try and keep it pretty focused. Firstly, what an amazing experience. 6 days walking through the bush. Well, it's not a lot of bush, to be fair, it's not like this. 6 days walking through the Highlands, through Scotland, through towns, villages, farmhouses, history everywhere that you look, and natural beauty everywhere. For me, that was such a restorative time. So yeah, the experience of being out there in the wilderness, just the alone time. I don't actually love being by myself, despite what watching a person hiking solo for a few days might give you the impression, but it's quite a gruel for me without the people around. I'm a school teacher, my school's a couple of thousand people, so I'm always around people. So to walk by myself for that distance and that time was actually quite an achievement for me. I'm pretty stoked that I was able to do it. But the other thing is the people. Honestly, I met some amazing people. There was people that I'd have a beer with at the end of the day. We wouldn't see each other all day, and then, you know, we'd have a beer. This lovely Dutch couple I met and a German guy, and then we actually ended up finishing the walk together on my crazy last day. Yeah, had good beers at Glencoe Resort with Steve and his friends and their kids. Just really lovely people all along the way. And I can't forget my fantastic Irish friend Alex that I met. We shared some good days between, well, we shared a pretty rubbish day between Tindrum and the Bridge of Orkney, but it was so good just to have that little bit of chat time before I went back to solo style. So thank you to everyone that I met on the walk, the people that just made it what it was. It was just, everyone says it, and it's actually true. It's probably why everyone says it. The people make the experience, and I met some amazing people and was really, really happy to just to chat and yeah, share a bit of story. But yeah, so just thank you to everyone. It's so good. Would I do the West Highland Way again? Well, I would, but next time I don't really want to do it by myself, and I want to do a big walk with my wife. So she's not that keen on Scotland. She's a fair weather tramper or a hiker. So maybe next time it might be somewhere in warmer climes. But hey, that's a chapter for another day. So I'll leave my summary here because I think there's people walking towards me. I might look a bit stupid. Can't have that. But yeah, thanks Scotland for everything. Thanks West Highland Way. What an experience. This is Al signing out.